howdy, folks. Dr. Freddie Murray, Times from Dr. News from in and around the universe that may or may not excite you, titillate you, and make you go, oh, that was okay. Yeah, as y'all know, went to Chicago TARDIS over the weekend. Had a great time. I saw a few people there who recognized me, which really shocked the hell out of me. I did not expect that. And I want to thank every one of you who came up, said hi. You know, we snapped a photo together or whatnot. If you have a copy of the photo, send it to me over on the Dr. Freedom page on Facebook. I'd love to post it, put it up. It was a brilliant con. It's a mainly a privately run con, and there's some folks out there who say, well, I'm not comfortable with those. Well, I don't know. I found it to be a bit more entertaining, more open, and more warm in tone than when I go to the big cons, run by like Wizard World and whatnot. So I have to say hats off to Chicago TARDIS. There was a very, very brilliant show. And just to give you an idea of how well run and how professional they were, Jenna Coleman cancels, all right, with less than 48 hours till the con starts. And immediately they replace her with Ingrid Oliver and Katrin Stewart, which sadly, I already had my tickets set. I already had my itinerary set, and I didn't get a chance to really go meet, Katrin Stewart and Ingrid Oliver, which I would love to have done. Now, autograph-wise, like I said, my friend, Elijah, who, by the way, I met Elijah Kraling there while I was at the con. I cannot forget to mention that. It was great finally, meeting somebody on the Omega Files panel in person. But a little while back, amongst many other things, he got me that sinister-looking frame right there. Okay, I got it. In that is a card for Death in Heaven that's signed by Ingrid Oliver. He also got me, just amongst other things, this nifty little item right here, which is a signed photograph of Chris Eccleston. And so it was great to meet him, talk to him in person and all that. So, and that don't happen often because most of the people who are on the panel are from all around the world. And it's difficult. Hell, the 4-hour drive back and forth to Chicago TARDIS was a bit grueling, but in the end, it turned out to be worth it. It really did, because me and Lady Gallifrey had a beautiful time there. All right, but let's get off of that. Let's get on to the news. Let's get on to the things you are here to hear about. So let's hit it, shall we? First off, okay, now there's apparently going to be a scarf being worn in the New Year's Day special, and it's called Paul Smith Accessories Men's Rainbow Edge Scarf, and it's priced at £64. Yeah. I like scarves as much as the next person. I really do. And I think it goes well with the jacket, but £64. Okay, moving forward. The Radio Times Christmas preview issue is out tomorrow. And by the way, it'll include first pictures of seasonal shows such as Doctor Who and more. So keep your eye out for this right here. I'll send you a link so you can go look at this pic for yourself. Oh, by the way, this is it. Dummy me. I forgot. Wrong page. Moving forward. Okay, Total TV Guide. This is the front of their Total TV Guide. And here you go. There's Jodie Whittaker on the cover right here, amongst many other things, such as the usual. Moving forward. Getting to know Graham O'Brien a little bit. This is a nice little video over on the Doctor Who official page on Twitter. Once again, you'll get a link for it. All right, getting on to the nitty-gritty. The Witchfinders overnight viewing figures came in around 5.66 million viewers, which was a share of 27.9% of the total TV audience. Remember, this is just the unofficial overnight. The rating makes Doctor Who the fourth highest-rated program for Sunday and 19th for the week ending the 18th of November. Of course, highest for the week was I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, and followed by Strictly Come Butt-Licking Results Show and Dynasties and whatnot. So despite stiff competition, Doctor Who is hanging between 5.5 to 6 million on the overnight, which is averaging about 7.5 to 8 million viewers. Now, you've already got people running around going, the numbers are plummeting. Actually, no, they've hit a plateau, which is a fairly high one. Because when you go back and compare it to the last 2 or 3 seasons of the show before, they're still above average on the ratings, on Sunday, especially for a Sunday night. They are doing very well. And, of course, you get final figures on this episode come next Monday. Speaking of that, Kerblam's official ratings came in around 7.46 million viewers, which means, here's the breakdown, and that makes Doctor Who the 9th most watched program of the week ending the 18th of November. That is damn good. It's been a long time since Doctor Who has consistently placed in the top 10 of the week on the BBC. And it's great to see it happening. It really, really is. And of course, top for the week was Sunday's edition, I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, with 14 million watching. Kerblam, by the way, at an AI of 81, which is up from like 80, I think, from the previous week. So, okay, the thing is, they're getting there, folks. As I said in the Omega Files this week, hopefully what's going to happen, they'll learn what worked and what didn't work from this series and the new approach. You take your feedback, and then you go into the next season saying, maybe we should change this, and change this. Okay, Doctor Who, It Takes You Away, trailer and breakdown. And this is for the upcoming episode 9. So if you want to go watch the trailer, here it is. Here's their breakdown of it. And it gives you a little picture by picture, some really, really nifty stuff right here. So if you want to go take a look at it over here on Cult Box, be sure to go on ahead. Okay, Doctor Who, what happened during the real life witch trials and who were the Pendle Hill witches? And this goes a little bit into, just a tiny bit into a little bit the background of the, witch trials and what were the Pendle Hill trials and whatnot. Give you a little background on it. So, and, it's really interesting, the differences, because the witch trial thing was going on here in America as well as it happened, across the pond. And it was really a really weird time. It was a sad time because, women, and there were some men who were accused of witchcraft. And I don't know what else to say. If it's a very intriguing subject, I suggest you do a little more research if it interests you. All right. John Boyega, you remember this guy, FN, what's his name from Star Wars? Doctor Who, John Boyega is so proud of Jodie Whittaker. All right, talking to Google Pixel 3 Curiosity Rooms this past Friday, Boyega said, quote, I'm so proud of her when I hear that she is the first female Doctor Who. That's what I'm talking about. It's brilliant to see a character that can change and morph into and gain new life in search of time and history, and it is being revamped again. So I don't know about Doctor Who, but I would love to work with her again, definitely 100%. So interesting stuff. Wham, wham, here we go. All right. Billie Piper is going to be back as Rose Tyler for Big Finish. That's right. There's going to be a new Doctor Who audio spinoff, and she's bringing along her family and friends. And basically, I think they're going to base this mainly off the Rose Tyler Defender of the Earth series that RTD had proposed way back after, she had left, the series. And here's your list of titles, your 4 episodes. And I guess here's a little trailer for you. From Doctor Who, Rose Tyler, the Dimension Canon will be released in September 2019. It is available for pre-order now. CD will cost £25 and £20 on download. So interesting, they're going in this direction. A nice lineup of characters. Also very familiar faces here getting involved as well. Tom Baker's Scratchman to be released in January. BBC Books have announced the publication of this very special novelization for January next year. And this is based on a script idea that Tom Baker and Ian Marter had to make Doctor Who take it to the big screen way back in the day, with them reprising the roles of the Doctor and Harry alongside Liz Sladen as Sarah. Now, despite their enthusiasm for the project, lack of funds to produce the project eventually led to this being abandoned. Now, the script itself was thought lost till a copy was discovered in 2006 at the British Film Institute, where it had been donated, by former Doctor Who producer John Nathan Turner before his death in 2002. It has been adapted by James Goss, who has previously novelized Fourth Doctor Adventures penned by Douglas Adams for BBC Books. Here's Tom's little quote on the subject. This novelization will also be released as an audiobook by BBC Audio on the same day, read by the man himself, Tom Baker. All right. Pat Stacey. Now, Doctor Who haters are lying. The series is far from failing. Now, this is mainly an opinion piece, but one of the things I'm getting tired of hearing is how the ratings have plummeted. Now, we all talked about this a ways back, remember, that we knew sooner or later that all the curiosity seekers and all the people who weren't going to like it were eventually going to go away. Now, some actually haven't. If you've been watching other channels who've been doing nothing but watching every episode so they can create a little bogus review and then give it a 1 out of 10, go, ah, ha, 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 and run away. And like I said, what I find very curious about that, they're nailing actual details out of every episode, which means they're watching the entire episode anyway, just so they can hate on it. I got some bad news for you. If you're watching the episode, you don't like it, it still counts as ratings. Same thing here. I love how there's a whole bunch of people got butt hurt who are down thumbing this channel. You're giving me a view every time you do it, guys. I don't know if you realize that or not. So, yes, the viewing figures have dipped by 3 million since Jodie Whittaker's first episode, which drew a consolidated audience of 10.95 million viewers, the biggest Doctor Who launch since the revival. But history shows that this is what always happens. And as I told you before, Eccleston lost 4 million viewers during his first and only season. David Tennant, frequently named as the vessel of Dr. Alt, shed 3 million, same as Whittaker. Matt Smith's Doctor said goodbye to 3.5 million viewers during his time in the TARDIS. So while it's true the ratings have dropped by no more than 2.5 million when Peter Capaldi was playing the Doctor, the reality is the overall audience for the program hit its lowest point ever during his divisive tenure. And trust me, this is not a slam on Capaldi. It's just because I loved Peter in the role myself personally. I was really sad to see him go. But I think he got railroaded. I think there was a lot of differences of opinion and things like that was going on behind the scenes that we're not going to find out about. So this covers it. Not a bad little run here. Please be sure to go give this a look-see, and whatnot. All right, the big bad of Doctor Who Series 11 is Us, and this is basically stating something that a lot of us have already been saying before, that it seemed like human beings were going to turn out to be, for the most part, the big evil, cruel villain. And that's why I threw this in when I saw it pop up on the Houston Press. Be sure to go give it a look. Okay, folks, so good night. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good one. See you on the flip side. Take care.